coming at you again today. It's a little loud because I got this 1400 horsepower truck I'm going to be shooting a video of here. And again, I'm at Bad Gas Garage in Kingman, Arizona. And Bad Gas Garage is the coolest garage in the whole country. Stick around for more cool stuff only here on Muscle Cars Live. Alright, I got my buddy Trebe here, and again, we're at Bad Gas Garage in Kingman, Arizona. And as I mentioned to you guys before, last several years, Bad Gas Garage is the baddest customization house in the entire freaking country. And I got one of the coolest cats in the whole world right here, Trebe. And Trebe, you got this beautiful truck, and we've been seeing this truck here 5 years now or something like that?
Yeah, waiting on
this, that, and the other.
Waiting on other people to do stuff to it, like upholstery.
Yeah.
You know, they wanted the upholstery done before they went and finished the paint work.
Sure.
Which is clear and above.
Yep.
And right now the paint's still drying.
Is it really?
Yeah, they're gonna, when we take it over to get it ceramic coated, they'll finish doing the buffing.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
This is so nice, man. So what year is this truck?
This is actually a 1969 C10.
Okay, 69 C10. And I love what you do with this.
All of this is metal. This is welded to this. And that's all metal. There's no Bondo in it. It took me a little bit to do, but
I'll bet.
This is a custom grill.
Yeah.
The owner drew this on a napkin, and
is this
asked me if I could
metal?
build it. This is ribbon stainless steel.
No kidding.
Yeah. Everybody, the only stainless steel that I used to see was always round.
Yeah.
You know, for expanded metal like.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So when I found this flat stuff, I asked him. I said, "Well, you want to be different? Let's try this."
This looks nice, man. How long did it take you to do that grill?
It probably took me about a week.
Okay.
You know, because it was all cut out by hand and bent.
Right.
And it's pretty thick.
Wow. And all these, the job never stops. These are all rivets?
Yeah.
They are fasteners holding the grill to the frame here?
Yeah. They're all, there's a metal backing plate on it.
Oh, I see that. Okay.
And then this actually, the bow tie was actually off of the pickup truck bed.
Okay.
That I had laying around my toolbox. I gave it to the owner. All we did was crease it in the back and bend it.
That's pretty cool. It fits. It's perfect.
Just to be different.
This is very, very nice. Now, what color is this paint?
It's off of a Jaguar.
Okay, that's interesting.
I'm trying to remember what year. I'm not even sure what year it was, but it's beautiful. Off of a Jaguar.
That's very cool.
And since it's red, of course,
right? Yeah.
Very expensive.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, red is so expensive.
But it's got some nice little.
I see a little sparkly to it. Yeah, that's very, very nice. Very well done. And I like the way these eyes come up here. That's cool. So let's take a look down here. Same
guy that did the bed did the eyeballs.
Okay. Now, is that some sort of a special headlamp? Is that one of those halo-like lamps?
It is one of the halo ones.
Okay.
But he didn't want the halo part, so they're just kind of regular headlights.
Okay.
But the bulb is replaceable.
Are all these custom made?
This is all stock.
Oh, okay, very cool. Right on.
We just got metal ones instead of the aluminum ones.
Okay.
We got metal so we could paint it.
Gotcha. That makes sense. This is cool.
I mean, the whole thing was going to be painted all the way. Everything was going to be painted right off the bat.
I love the stance on this thing. It's so wicked, so cool.
It came out pretty good.
So talk about the tires and wheels up here.
Well, the owner, we had a set of center lines front and back.
Yeah.
And the more the owner looked at the truck, he didn't like the way they looked, so he found these in a wheel catalog.
Okay. They're cool.
I measured the back space so we could get the right back spacing.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of suspension is underneath this truck here?
The front is basically stock.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's low. It's got drop spindles and it's got 1-inch drop spring.
Okay.
But 2-inch drop spindles, just about a 3-inch drop in front.
Very cool. It has that nice raked appearance, and I like this painted instead of the aluminum or chrome strips or whatever. It's very cool. Adds a touch of, I want to say, class and elegance to it. Very well done.
Yeah, it's just like 50. This is like from a '56 Chevy.
Is it really? Okay.
Because
That's
they
cool.
had to come down somehow, some way.
Gotcha.
So I suggested that.
Nice.
And then I just gave the guy a picture.
All right.
And then the painter went after it.
Can we pop the door here and take a look in the inside? Wow. Now, is this leather interior?
Part of it's the center console, and this is leather. This we didn't want to do all leather on because of the sun beating down on it.
Yep, I gotcha. Okay.
I mean, it is Arizona.
Right, it is Arizona. Yeah.
So,
okay.
This is just I forget what they call that vinyl.
Cool. It's neat though. Can I get in and take some video?
You're about the same size as the owner.
Yeah. Want to turn it on so we can get some gauges? Or just if you can. If not, that's okay.
Put your foot on the brake.
Gotcha. Oh, cool. Now, who makes these gauges?
That's Dakota Digital. The early Dakota Digital, this is the way they did all of theirs.
Really?
You know, they've come a long way, but the owner really liked it, so that's what we did.
That's cool. This is really, really neat.
And then we got this dash is out of a 1959 Impala.
This whole dash is?
Yep.
Okay.
And got a couple of extra gauge pods so we can put the other two gauges in it.
Okay, yep. You have your boost and you have your fuel. And you have, looks like you have
It does have a backup camera.
Okay, cool. Nice. And what are all these switches here for? Looks like they're billet aluminum.
Yeah, that's a door lock.
Okay.
Or a door popper, and the center two are the power windows.
Okay. And that's another door popper.
Yeah, that's
then.
the other door popper.
Okay.
There's no handles on this truck.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Inside or out.
So in order to get out, you have to pop the door.
Yep.
Okay. Now, this is obviously your B&M shifter. Now, what's that little button here in the front?
That's the line lock.
Okay, okay, that's the magic button, isn't it?
It could be called the burnout button.
It could. I like the burnout button.
And we found out it works.
Look at the attention to detail, man.
Yeah, he had an old school.
God.
We had a guy come and do the '67 GTO that went through here.
Yeah.
And when he was done with it, Donnie had him come over and do this and write on it what they are.
That's cool. Yeah, I was wondering about that. That's very cool, old school.
Yeah. I kind of wanted old school to meet new school.
Exactly.
And this vehicle does.
I'm going to cut it for a second. So you're going to tell me something about the gauges inside there. What were you going to tell me a minute ago? Before I shut you down. Oops, didn't mean to. That's okay. No worries. All right.
The Dakota Digital gauges, this is some of the first.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This was their first design. That's Dakota Digital.
Wow.
That's where the digital came from.
Yeah.
And you've seen the RTX.
Yeah.
The RTX, it's what I put in that '64 Impala.
Okay.
I liked them so much, and I put in several of them.
Have you?
They're in a '56 Chevy, the one that you did.
Yeah.
There's a couple other ones that you haven't seen yet.
No, not yet. I will.
I liked them so much,
That's
I
why I'm
even
here.
put it in my '57 Chevy.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And
Now let's continue to walk around here.
Of course, I had to do the clock to match.
Of course.
So yeah, after about $2,200, I'm set.
I'm with you. Now that's cool.
Yeah, the owner wanted it coming out there, so that's what we did.
That looks nice. It's bad to the bone looking, and also you had the cutouts open with a roll in the smoke, so that's cool too.
They weren't all the way open; they were only partially open.
Okay. Well, it's still loud and proud.
Yeah.
So now, what about these here? That's some deep dish.
Those are actually 15 by 15.
Really? 15 inches wide.
15 by 15. Street. Good morning, brother. Can I borrow your bathroom? Sure. A small bottle.
Look at this. This is so cool.
Yeah, Donnie and the other gentleman that he had working for him, they already had these in by the time he hired me to come in and start helping on it.
Okay.
So
That's cool.
He just wanted them to be different.
It's
a lot
different.
of guys put the Cadillac ones in there.
Really?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
They look cool and everything. But, you know, you can only see so much of the same thing.
Right.
Right. And like when we did the bed,
Talk to me about the bed.
this is actually not wood. The same graphic guy that did the eyes on the front and
Yeah.
the sides, the fake chrome,
He did the bed.
he did the bed.
That's very cool.
This is actually a 300-pound piece of metal. It's all one piece. Donnie had to special order it to get it wide enough. And then I cut it all out by hand with the plasma cutter.
And
They ground it straight.
fits like a glove, man.
And we put this in with everything painted, and we didn't scratch any paint.
Wow, look at you.
Yeah, the owner, or the painter, I didn't know he was standing in the shop when we were putting it in. I
Yeah?
had 6 guys help me put this in.
Really?
Well,
you
yeah,
said
it weighs 300 pounds.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know,
Yeah.
and it only went in one way. You got to have it off. The headboard's got to be almost all the way off. And then there's a groove to raise it up and slide it all the way back and set it down gently.
No kidding.
Yep. And the bed is also raised 3.5 inches off of from the stock.
Now, these fittings here, these fasteners, are they actually working fasteners to fasten it down?
There's 6 of them that are holding the bed down.
Okay, okay.
The other
All
ones
right.
are just because they needed to be there.
Gotcha. Okay. It looks really cool.
Each and every one of these was drilled by hand and tapped out.
Each and every one of these.
Yep. I broke 3 taps.
Did you really?
Yep. And I was not happy with myself. Out of all the holes, I broke 3.
Wow.
I doled out a few bits, but bits are replaceable too.
It's true. Yeah,
So-
no doubt about that. Now, what kind of metal is this?
It's just a piece of steel.
Okay, okay.
It's nothing special.
This truck is very, very special. All right, so as you know, Trebe, we always save the best for last. So let's take a look at this engine. We heard it. Let's pop the engine.
We could do that. We have the technology.
You know, guys, I referred to the engine as a diamond in setting, and you saw a little bit about what this engine can do. Let's pop this open and take a look at it up close and personal. That's cool. Handy dandy little prop rod built right in there. Steel hood, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Steel hood and all of this stuff it's all supported so it wouldn't move around or have an accident on that.
Yeah.
This thing's been opened and closed so many times and slammed it hadn't hit yet.
That's good. That's good. So
that means I cut enough clearance in the hood.
yes, you did. Yeah. And you are amazing, dude. The work you do is incredible, exceptional. Is this going to go to SEMA maybe?
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay.
This is just a play around with in town.
Really?
Yeah, if you were to take this out of town, you would have to plan your trip between gas stations.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say.
I would say, or have a support truck follow you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't made for fuel mileage.
No. No.
I mean, you kind of heard that.
of course.
Yeah.
All right. So talk to us about this engine here. We want to see it.
Well, it's a 454 30 over. It's all roller. It's got the blower, of course. The blower drive service really did a good job on this.
And that's what BDS is right there.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
It's just a 671.
Just a 671.
We had to have the March made the pulley system for this
Okay.
because a lot of them don't make it so it clears the blower belt.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So we found this at SEMA, and Donnie bought it on the spot, and we brought it home.
The engine?
No,
The pulley system.
from March, the pulley
Okay.
setup.
Okay.
So, and yes, it does have AC.
Let me make my way over here.
I can't remember the exact name of the AC company that made it, but you won't see any controls in there for the air conditioning because it's all run off of your iPhone.
Oh, no kidding?
Yep.
Now that touchscreen or your iPhone?
No, the iPhone.
Wow. That's so cool. I like this, how clean this is.
Yeah,
Beautiful headers.
we had the headers made. They were made right here by REF. I haven't seen too many of the C10s with fender wheel headers.
No.
I mean, I'm thinking this is probably not the only one in the world, but
Well, it's probably
when I
close
did,
to it.
we wanted to make sure that we had inner fenders,
Right?
so I just came in and I just started, after I had them in there, after I had everything together,
Yeah.
in and out, a little bit at a time.
Really?
Yep.
Man, that's serious attention to detail. And this is your fuel injection system, right?
Yeah. This is one of the first 6 that Phytech put out for duals on a blower.
And this is really cool, man. I mean, this is definitely a diamond in the setting. This is just really, really, really well done, Trebe. Oh my word. I'm excited. And that's billet aluminum right there. The
Yeah,
sports,
I'm not exactly sure who the manufacturer. They were just handed to me, and he asked, he said, "Hey, I got these. Put them on."
Okay.
I'm sitting there going, "Okay."
That works for me. And I like this here, this setup.
That's where
fittings.
That's a bulkhead. Right behind that is the AC and heater unit.
Okay.
These are heater hoses, and I ran the AC hoses around.
Okay.
Just to try to clean it up a little bit.
Yeah. It looks really, really nice. And so, about how much horsepower is this bugger pushing right now?
Well, we had it built at Sherway Machine Shop here in Kingman.
Okay.
And they race during race season, and they run nothing but big blocks.
Okay.
And he's put a lot of them together. They've been doing it for over 20 some years.
Really?
He said it's between 12 and 1400 horse on paper. He's done
You said
his,
between 12 and 1400 horsepower?
yeah, he's done these for, like I said, for the last 20 years. So
That's freaking crazy.
we haven't put it on a dyno, but I'm pretty sure he's got to be really close because he does it all the time.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Only here on Muscle Cars with Eric do you get to see a badass truck like this here in Kingman, Arizona, the heart of Route 66. Stick around for more. Thanks for riding along. More cool content only on Muscle Cars with Eric.